Hello everyone, welcome back to my maths video. So in the previous video, I have done the recap exercise and I have told you to do the homeworks, right? So I hope you have done all the homeworks correctly. Now the next topic is equivalent fractions. So what is the meaning of equivalent? Equivalent means it is closely equal to, nearly equal to. Okay, it is not exactly equal, but it is nearly equal to, that is equivalent. So equivalent fraction means the fractions will be equal, but it does not look like equal. Like 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8. They all are equivalent fractions. How it is equivalent? Because when you cut this 2 ones are 2 and what 2 2s are 4, it will be what 1 by 2. Here also when you simplify it, 3 ones are 3, 3 2s are 6, 1 by 2. Here also when you simplify 4 ones are 4, 4 2s are 8. So all the answers are coming what 1 by 2, like the original one. So that's why all are equal, but they do not appear equal. That's why they are known as equivalent fractions. Equivalent. Okay. See here. This 2 by 4 can be written as 1 by 2, 3 by 6 can be written as 1 by 2, 4 by 8 can be written as 1 by 2. This means each child has it at 1 by 2 of the cake. Thus fractions 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8 represent the same fraction. Okay. They all are having the same answers. These are called equivalent fractions. Understood now? So thus two or more fractions which represent the same part of the whole are called equivalent fraction. Understood? So they will have the same answers. They are called equivalent fractions. Now next is what is given to check if the fractions are equivalent or not. How to check? How to check the fractions are equivalent or not? So we do cross multiplication. See, for the fractions a by b and c by d, you have to check whether they are equivalent or not. So you have to cross multiply the fractions. That means a into d and b into c. If both the answers are coming equal, that means they are equivalent. See here, a into d equal to b into c. If they are equal, the answers are coming equal, then they are equivalent fractions. Okay. If the answers are not coming equal, if they are not equal, then the fractions are not equivalent. Understood now? Now the next, here it is given info bit. How can you obtain equivalent fractions? How can you make equivalent fractions? So we can get as many equivalent fractions as we want. That means infinite number of equivalent fraction we can get. How? By multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator of the given fraction by the same number. Okay, if you multiply and divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number, then we will get equivalent fraction. Now in example number 1, it is written write 5 equivalent fractions of 7 by 9. So you have to make more 5 equivalent fraction of 7 by 9. Now you can clear your concept here by seeing the example 7 by 9. You have to make more 5 equivalent fractions. So what to do? You have to multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number. Okay, and we will start always by 2. So 7 by 9. So multiply by 2 in both the numerator and the denominator. 7 into 2, 9 into 2. Now again 3 into 3. Okay, again same fraction number will multiply. Again 4 into 4, same number will multiply. 5 into 5, and then 6 into 6. So in this way you will get same fractions. So 7 into the 14, 9 to the 18. So here 14 by 18 is the next equivalent fraction. Then 7 3 are 21, 9 3 are 27. It is the next equivalent fraction. 7 4 are 28, 9 4 36, next equivalent fraction. Then 35 by 45 and 42 by 54. So these are the 5 equivalent fraction of 7 by 9. So it's very easy to make equivalent fraction, only multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the same number. Understood? So this is the answer. The 5 equivalent fraction of 7 by 9 are this. Now in example number 2, you have to check whether they are equivalent fraction or not. Which of the pairs of fraction are equivalent? So what is the rule? You have to cross multiply the fractions. So here 33 by 36 and 55 by 60. So by cross multiplication, So 33 into 60 here and 36 into 55. So after multiplication the answer is coming same. You can see here, that means this 33 by 36 is equivalent to 55 by 60. Very easy. Next B number, you can see 39 by 60 and 52 by 80. So again here you can see it is coming, answer is coming what, 1800, and here the answer is coming 1080. Oh sorry, it is here. So it is coming 3120 and 3120, both are same, that means they are equivalent. Now this 3 number 15 by 18 and 60 by 120, when you are multiplying, cross multiplying with each other, then the answer is not coming same. Okay, so the answer is not coming same, that means 15 by 18 is not equivalent to 60 by 120. So very easy to understand, right? Now simplest form of a fraction. Simplest form means you have to only simplify the fraction, that means you have to do the division up and down. In general language we say cutting. Okay, we cut both the numbers with the same number. So you know already these things, how to cut the fraction and make it simpler. So very easy. Next, in comparison and ordering of fraction. Now how to compare the 2, 3, 4, 5 fractions. That means how to compare the fractions and how to order the fractions. That means you have to arrange the fractions. Here the example number 4 is explained here, how to compare and arrange the fractions. So arrange the fraction, given fraction in increasing order. So these fractions are given. So here all the denominators are different. Okay, so if the denominators are same in the fraction, then you can easily compare the fractions. Okay, this is the main rule. You have to make the denominators same. If the denominators are same, then you can compare the numerator easily. That is the main thing. So see here, I am giving one example here from here, fraction with the same denominator. Here you can see this 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 7 by 8. All the denominators are same. So when the denominators are same, then you have to compare only the numerators. So very easy. So you can easily compare in suppose in descending order. Descending order means decreasing order from big to small. So 7 will come first, 7 by 8, then 4 by 8, then 3 by 8, then 1 by 8. So very easy. So when the denominators are same, then you can compare the numerators. This is the main thing you have to do. So here also in the example number 4, you have to make all the denominators same. So how can you make the denominators same? First of all, you have to take the LCM of all the denominators. This is the first step. So LCM of all the denominators is coming as 770. Now what you have to do? Now you have to make all the fractions as equivalent fraction. You have to make the denominators same now. How? The LCM whatever has came, you have to make the denominator of the number with the same as LCM. So 7, 2 by 7 is there. So what you will multiply with 7 so that it will become 770. So 7 into 110 you have to multiply, and in here also in the numerator also you have to multiply with the same number. Then denominator is coming 770. Okay. So here same you have to do like this. You have to make the denominator same. So what number you will multiply with the denominator so that it will become 770. So here you can see all the denominators are same now. That means now you can compare easily all the numerators. Okay, now see here it is compared all the numerators. So in increasing order, that means from small to big. So 220, then 231, 280, 385 and 715. All the denominators are same. Now you have to write the original fraction. Original fraction of 220 by 770 is this one. Okay, this one. So from here you have to write all the original fraction at the last. So this is the way of arranging, comparing and arranging the fractions. Very easy. So this example number 5 is given to arrange the fraction descending order. Same way you have to do. Okay. See in the next page it is given. So all of you see this example by your own and try to understand it. Okay. So here's exercise 6.1. We'll start in the next video. So wait for the next video to see the exercise 6.1. So till then, study everything whatever I have taught today. Okay. Thank you.